introduce you to Ferris because this has been one of our best sellers for years and years and years and years now. And we have brought it back, but finally back with not just our cherry berry and not just our blueberry cranberry, but the cherry berry with
chocolate chunks.
There it is.
We can only do it during certain times of the year, and we're so excited, obviously, with Chocolate Fest to bring it back. So if you love your cherry berry, but you love your cherry berry with chocolate chunks, this is the time to now get it home. So let's go through exactly what's in cherry berry to start, just in case maybe this is the first time you're seeing Ferris. We want you to know we've been in business since 1924, so that is almost, when you're looking at it, almost 93 years in business. I mean, that's incredible nowadays to be able to say that. From Grand Rapids, Michigan, and we source the highest quality nuts, the highest quality fruits. The way that we dry our fruits is just unbelievable, and it all starts in cherry berry with our cashews. And so the cashews are sourced from India and Brazil. They are, to me, some of the most, I call them ginormous cashews I've ever seen. And you can choose, again, from roasted and roasted salted or raw. So we'll show you the difference in that too in just a moment.
Look at that.
But there's the cashew. Then we have...
That's like that mirror, you know, the mirror that says objects may appear
larger. Exactly.
No,
like, look at that.
That is huge.
It's thumb size,
it is that
basically.
Big.
Then we have our California almonds. Then we put in our full-size pecans, which I love. They're not broken down and, you know, chopped up in little pieces. We try to keep them as whole as possible for you, so you get that full experience of a yummy pecan. Then it goes to the fruits, and the fruits that we use are our USA cranberries, which when you look at our cranberries, you can see that it's an actual cranberry, which is what I really love. It doesn't look like an unidentifiable dried fruit. It's a cranberry. And then to finish it off is our dried cherries, and our cherries are so ginormous and just really moist on the inside. You can break right into these. They're unlike any other fruit you've ever had. This makes cherry berry. And then all we simply do at this time of year to give you that extra little yummy is we add in our bittersweet dark chocolate chunks. And these are not chips, these are full chunks of chocolate. And why do we do bittersweet? Because bittersweet will not compete with the dried fruits in the mix. Instead, it will give it just a different flavor profile and really bring out all the flavors of those nuts and those fruits. So this is your cherry berry with chocolate chunk. And then if you want to get blueberry, we'll just remove chocolate, we'll remove the cherries, and then we bring in our delicious dried blueberries.
Those are my favorite.
And I know, I always talk about you loving this one. And it's so hard to find a mix with blueberries in it at the marketplace, because I very rarely have ever seen them. And then just to buy dried blueberries by themselves or dried cherries by themselves are so astronomical in the stores.
Now, let me ask you a question, okay? Because these blueberries are so sweet.
Yeah.
Do they add sugar?
No. So this is what's so great. The way that
they are so sweet.
There's many different ways to dry fruits. And one is to completely take all the juice out, and then basically what you're getting is the skins. And that's why a lot of times when you have a lot of maybe kind of cheaper dried fruits, they're just very, you almost call it like a jerky. Like it's kind of like very tough. You can't really, there's not really any juice happening. You kind of taste what it is a little bit, but it's not really a great experience. The difference between us and the way that we do it is we're actually keeping all the juice inside. We're not pulling that juice out. So let me show you. When I go to our cherry, this is our Michigan cherry, I can rip into it, I can wipe it on my fingers, and I actually have juice on my fingers. That is an unbelievable thing that you just do not, you don't have that experience happen in most dried fruits. And you know, when you go to store-bought, let's talk about store-bought for a second. And I have to, now the cherry's stuck to my finger, so give me a second. This is the hazards of the job. Okay, so when you go to store-bought, a lot of times with dried fruits, what you're getting is this sort of thing. You are getting, there's Ferris Factory real quick. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Oh, so Grand Rapids, Michigan, family run, which is so great. I think anytime you can do anything where you support families and you support something that, again, 90 some odd years in business is so important. And when you were seeing everything, we're by hand, we're making sure everything is high quality. The difference when you go to store, here's what you may get for a dried fruit. It's just like a pineapple, and it's so hard. There is no way I'm pressing it as hard as I can, and I can't even smush it.
That's not even jerky. That's actually crystallized.
Or this is, you're usually getting
it's
raisins.
pineapple crystals.
You're usually getting raisins that have been so shriveled. Now, this is an example probably of where, juice is just not even, happening. Because most companies, like I said, will just tear out the juice and give you the skins. The difference also in the cashews, look at their cashews. Look at our cashews.
Oh, gosh.
So side by side.
It's almost the equivalent of 1, 2, at least 3, if not 4.
And that's a brand we all know, guys. I mean, this is something I go to the store, I purchase them before the show. So this is a brand we all know. And look at the difference here between the typical raisin and then the cherry that we're giving you.
And you know what you pay for those brands.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what you pay for them. No, it is not. But instead, you can get Ferris. We're gonna give you 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 pounds individually packaged so that you can choose it. But if I just want to, for freshness, I only want to open one. If you want to give these as gifts, then you have 3 gifts right here.
Yes.
But typically, we don't do the free shipping and handling. Typically, we do not do the 3 flex payments of $13.32. So stock up today. You can, and I love this, you can even put this on auto ship. And if you do, then you guarantee that free shipping and handling going forward. So a great idea. And even if you want to mix, maybe you want to get one of the cherry berry with the chocolate chunks, please try that blueberry. I'm just telling you, I don't eat fresh blueberries.
Yes.
They're just not my favorite thing. But for some reason, they are the sweetest, most delectable. And everybody hears about how great blueberries are for you. I tried to eat them. You will love them this way. It does. It tastes like sugar's been added, but it's the natural sweetness because of the way Ferris deals with freshness and the way that they take their fruit. And it's just, they just get the best ingredients.
And when you dry fruits too, it actually concentrates those. So that's why you're tasting that sweetness, because it's actually concentrating the sweetness of the fruit. So it's a high quality fruit and it's a good ingredient. That's only gonna make it better. If you're kind of in between the raw or the roasted salted, we salt ours like a light dusting.
Very light.
I even love showing when we come over and I can show you roasted salted. So here's a roasted salted. We do everything in a clear container. And the reason why, please look, you don't see a whole bunch of salt at the bottom. You don't see I almost say it's almost like a dirty container, like with the salt all over it sometimes. And that gives you that feeling that when you eat it, you kind of do it like that feeling because it's just overly salted. We're not trying to take away from anything. We're trying to actually take out and bring out the wonderful tasting high quality nuts and fruits that you're getting. So if you're kind of in between, you can't go wrong either way. I love the raw. My husband likes the roasted salted. If you're going chocolate chunk, it's only roasted salted, so that makes that choice easy for you. But this time of year, we need options. This time of year, we want to have the cakes, we want to have the candies, we want to have all those things, and you're going to enjoy those things because it's the holidays. But it's what you do in between that helps you from going too far. And that's the difference, So when you have something like Ferris, and we're just looking right now, you're looking at what I call the wheel. And that's, we're attracted to it because we're attracted to nature. Nuts have fiber, so they make you feel full, by the way. So that's why it's always a good idea to snack on some nuts before a buffet or a party. That's a little tip. But nuts also are your protein. The fruits are giving you your antioxidants. So this is a way to snack and give your body what it needs to kind of fuel itself and keep moving throughout the day. So when you get that 3 o'clock hunger strike, when you get that, you want to go for a nature walk with your family because you're on vacation, or maybe you want to go over, you're going to get away from the cold and go to the beaches for a few days. Whatever it is, I always carry my Ferris with me, so I put it in a small little baggie. I always have it in my purse or in my bag wherever I'm going. So if I get stuck in traffic, if I get stuck a little longer at work, wherever it is that you end up, and that's when you go to the vending machine, and that's when you make buy the chips, or that's when you make the bad choices, it's good to have this around just to be able to grab it real quick and kind of satiate yourself and get you to that next meal.
Exactly, and this has been our bestseller for years and years and years. If you love it, call us, let us know what you're ordering right now. But one of the things I just want you to see is this container that I have in front of me.
Yeah.
It's never been opened, okay? This is pristine. I want you to look at it. These are not pieces that we picked out the best of the best, okay? Look inside of it. Look at the cashews, okay? Look at the almonds. Everything that is sourced here is truly the best of the best. You will love it, but the other great part about it is